What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today I wanted to give my thoughts on the first episode of Steven Bomb 6, Lion for Alternate Ending. And this, of course, as many of you probably know, leaked about a month or so ago, so we saw this actually pretty early on. We've known about this episode for quite a while. It was an accidental leak. So yeah, we've seen this quite a few times, and yeah, it's disappointing for a lot of people. I think in the context of the bomb, it actually is much better and it's much stronger. But I know some people were kind of let down by this episode because it is full of teases. So let's just kind of talk about things I enjoyed about this episode and things I did not. Unfortunately, Haley is not here to join us, sadly. It's just me, so you're stuck with me. She might be back for some later ones during the week. That is yet to be seen, but you will find out as that happens, as will I, because I don't know yet either. So yeah, Lion for Alternate Ending. I enjoy this episode. It was a decent episode. However, it was it was a lot of teases, like a lot of teasing throughout the episode, just kind of poking the audience and taunting us and mocking us the entire time. And it was just a lot, because we've known about Lion since season 1, and we still know pretty much nothing about Lion. So a lot of us were hoping that this would connect to Lion in a deeper way, even like Pink Diamond, given the title that is called Alternate Ending. Some people were hoping that maybe this reveals that Rose didn't actually shatter Pink Diamond, and that's just what was believed to happen, something like that, something Pink Diamond related. But we still know not too much about Pink Diamond, and we still know nothing about Lion pretty much after this episode, which was disappointing for a lot of people. And I kind of agree, honestly. Like, again, in the context of the bomb, this episode works a lot better, and it actually it transitions pretty like well to the last episode of the bomb. I'm not going to spoil anything for that, just in case you haven't seen it yet. But the point of the episode, it does its point well in the context of that. But as its own standalone thing, it's a little disappointing, because yeah, we get some Steven development, character development and understanding for himself, and kind of connecting his relationship to his mother a little bit more than we already have. But I feel like we just got that with Rose's Room, and this was specifically more so about Steven finding his own destiny, his own purpose in his life, and he believes that Rose Quartz basically designed him, or made him, birthed him to do a specific purpose and not anything else other than, I just want him to exist, which obviously was the real reason. But Steven thinks there was an ulterior motive to him existing in the first place, and he's overanalyzing it. And we ended up finding out that no, Rose just wanted to have you, make you exist. She thought you would be beautiful, a half gem, half human, really kind of binding. The whole point of the rebellion for Rose was that humans' lives matter, not to get political. So yeah, that's basically all that we really got of this episode. But there were little tiny Easter eggs here and there. They teased the chest, the key that Lion ended up throwing up. Actually, he tried to open the chest, so they acknowledged the chest. The chest is there, reminding the audience, hey, this is a thing, in case you didn't notice this in the background, which of course we have. But unfortunately, we're not getting any answers today, and this really kind of brings home the point that it's probably something very important in that chest from a writing standpoint. And we actually see the Armor of the Fallen again, which kind of reiterates that might end up coming into play again, just to kind of remind the audience, because it's been a while since we've seen the Armor of the Fallen. Like, hey, this could come into play later. Remember, this is a thing. All this armor could be for some type of gem war that's going to go down at the season or series finale. Probably something like that. But yeah, we didn't get any answers regarding Lion, but we did see an interesting temple/ship thing in the middle of the desert, which is where Lion ended up bringing Steven to open the door that the key was meant for. He didn't actually need a key, though. He could have literally just walked around the side and gotten into the temple just fine without any issues whatsoever, but whatever, that's the thing. But it's just full of junk. But what's interesting is a lot of people pointed out the little two stubs that you see. They're almost like pillars, like bent over pillars. and it looks like a homeworld ship, and it's pink. So a lot of people were suspecting that this is Pink Diamond's ship. I'm not sure if I necessarily buy that. I think it's possible. Some people were saying that Pink Diamond's ship were legs, and it does kind of look like legs and like two knees coming out of the sand almost. And it is possible if you look at the Diamond Authority symbol, yellow diamond and blue diamond are in the middle, and they both have big arm ships. So it's possible that maybe Pink Diamond has like the torso and legs, or maybe just the legs or something, and then White Diamond has like the head, and they can form some type of Voltron type of deal. I didn't make this up. This was a theory that was been going around for a little while, but that's something that people have been speculating. That is possible. It is also possible that Pink Diamond just also has an arm ship or a hand ship or something like that. I don't know what the connection there is, like why they have arm ships. Hopefully we kind of get some type of explanation. Maybe they just like arm ships. I don't know, but I feel like that's kind of a weird design to have for no reason. So that might end up coming into play later on. And then if you look back at the return, Peridot was manning a green hand ship. So this leads me to believe that this could actually just be Rose's ship. Maybe she manned this ship and had a whole crew and everything like that, or something. Or maybe she was a part of this ship, and it's just a pink hand ship, and that's it. Nothing else to it. Nothing really more to look into. But that's pretty much the only possibilities I could really think of. Hopefully we get some type of answer later on. Just to not spoil anything for the bomb, I do think this little ship thing, what we're assuming to be a ship, could actually end up coming into play later on based on what happened at the end of the bomb. But I'll talk about that later on. We'll talk about that in our I Am My Mom review on Friday. But I do think this ship actually could become a plot point in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, we see this like little area where Rose just has a bunch of junk, just a bunch of human junk. It could just be from a bunch of humans that she knew. Could be a lot of Greg stuff or all Greg stuff. Not really sure, but it almost looks like Amethyst's room, which is weird because we wouldn't expect Rose to be that messy. Just have a whole cluster, no pun intended, of just piles of junk for no reason. And Steven's obviously pissed off because he wanted answers, and he kicks this baseball helmet, conveniently revealing a videotape which says "For Nora." And we come to find out, Steven goes, Lion takes Steven to Greg, and Greg plays the video because he remembers that video. And come to find out, Nora was actually going to be Steven if he were to be a girl. And basically Steven learns that, you can be whoever you want. That's what Greg tells him. You can be whoever you want. We just wanted to have you. We wanted you to exist. Is that cool? There's no magical destiny. Not that I know of. And Steven's like, yeah, you know what? That's chill. That's chill, Pops. I feel that. I mess with that. That's cool. I feel that. And they get really teary-eyed and emotional, and it was a really good moment. Roommates are yelling. I don't know why they're yelling. And yeah, we basically learned that Nora would have been the alternate universe version of Steven Universe if Steven was born a girl. But this raises a couple questions. First of all, I just want to clear the air for everyone, the fandom, who seems to not get points, that gets to the point of the episode. Nora's not a character. Nora's not a person. Nora's not a gem. Nora's not another gem-human hybrid that Steven doesn't know about. Nora is not Mystery Girl. Nora is a concept for Steven and was served as a plot device, as a means for Steven to understand that he could be whoever he wants, and Rose does not have an ulterior motive for him, and that Steven can just be himself and make his own choices in life. And that's it. That's all. That's all Nora is. We all stop looking too deep into Nora and who Nora is and when she's gonna show up. She is not a character. And I know for some of you this sounds like very silly that I even need to say this, but some people are adamant that Nora is hinting towards something in the future. Some ominous presence of Steven's secret sister. That's not a thing. I can promise you, we can all relax. Steven's not getting a sister anytime soon. But what is interesting is that Rose ended up getting the tape correctly, which I'm not sure how that happened. Because basically, Steven got the videotape that Rose sent to him, and it said Steven, not Nora. But how? Because I don't think they got any ultrasounds done from Rose Quartz. I don't think that's a thing that they would have done. They didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl, and Greg said this himself, and he said that even Garnet could not tell if it was going to be a boy or a girl, so there was no real way to tell what was going to happen with Steven. So how did she specifically know that Lion how did she give Lion that tape? How did she know to give him that tape? Was it just a lucky guess, 50-50 shots? Would have been kind of confusing had Steven been born Nora and then getting a tape for Steven. Like, who in the heck is Steven? That makes no sense. The only other explanation I could think of at this point in time, since the gems didn't know about Lion, it's slightly possible Greg may have known about Lion, maybe. And he just basically put the tape there after Steven was born. Or maybe Lion could sense that Steven was a boy and put the tape in there himself. I feel like that's not something Lion would do. I don't even know how Lion would do that correctly and efficiently. So that's the only thing I can think of. I don't know how. That's a really interesting conundrum there. How did Rose guess correctly? Would she have taken the risk to just guess and get a 50-50 shot? Is that something she would do? I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm really curious. What do you guys think? How did Rose guess that Steven was going to be a boy? I don't think it's important, but it actually could tell us something about how Rose functioned and how she operated and how Lion works and Lion's history and his origins. There could be an answer lying here just from the fact that Rose was able to give Steven the right tape, or someone was able to give Rose's correct tape to Steven via Lion somehow, some way. So this could actually reveal a bit of information about that. But yeah, overall, this episode was decent. It was a little disappointing. We were, like I said, I like many others, were expecting this to be more so focused on the lore and maybe some backstory for Lion or Pink Diamond or Rose. And it was good. It was a good episode. It was heartwarming. It was touching, and it was pretty important for Steven. We didn't, like I said, I just feel like we've been getting a lot of Rose Steven dilemma going on, a lot of internal dialogue within Steven, kind of feeling conflicted about his mother and learning all these secrets about her. Like, I feel like we've just been doing that a lot lately, and just getting this again, especially with an episode about Lion, because Lion pretty much always delivers something. It was a little bit disappointing, but once you look at it in the context of the bomb, it does work pretty well, and hopefully we'll get some more answers soon. And again, I'll forgive them because the bomb was so good. But yeah, let us know what you thought of this episode in the comments down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you disappointed like I was? Let us know. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like. And if you're new here and you want more Steven Universe videos, be sure to subscribe for that and all things animation. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.